Welcome one, welcome all. This is the Collab Podcast. Ty, Marcus.
It's your boy Marcus, man. What's up, man?
What's going on, Marcus?
Not much, man. How's it going?
All right, that's good.
Good.
It's
good.
great.
It's great.
Playing some new games, been working.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Malfunctions in the studio, but we're here.
That's on the daily, dog.
Yeah.
It's on the daily.
What's going on with you?
Not a lot. It's mainly just been working, but we're here now. Working and twerking. Pause.
Working and twerking.
I had to say that. I was like on the tip of my tongue. It was like working and twerking. I don't
What
twerk.
year are we in?
That's a terrible line. Working and twerking. That sounds like a Wiz Khalifa song from like back in 2013 or something.
Maybe
Working and-
earlier.
Working and twerking?
Yeah, I feel like Wiz's run was more 2012.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Roll Up, Black and Yellow.
I thought Black and Yellow came out in 2009.
No. Did it?
I think it did.
We gotta figure out the math.
I could be wrong, but I think Black and Yellow came out in 2009.
2010.
2010?
Yeah.
I was off by one. I'm almost,
Okay,
I'm
maybe
almost
maybe
getting my
Wiz's
dates right.
run was a little earlier than I thought. My bad.
It's whatever.
But we're live tonight. You know what I mean? It's been a week, but June is over. Now we're in July. It's July 1 today, so that's pretty cool.
That's how it's balls out.
And I figure, top 10 albums of June. Maybe some honorable mentions in the mix. Actually, no, I think I just did 10 albums. I heard news about Sinners. I heard, I don't know. I heard one thing today that was a little wild about PlayStation and the physical discs
Wild,
being no
or
longer.
you just regret accepting the fact?
It's not wild, it's the truth.
Hey, man. What, that they're not making any more physical copies for games?
In 2028, PlayStation will stop. January 1.
I'm not trying to be the force here, but I kind of saw that coming. I'm not surprised. I'm actually surprised they didn't do that sooner. I was actually thinking they were gonna just do that with the PlayStation 5 completely.
I was kind of thinking that too.
You know what I mean?
But you know what I mean? There's positives and there's negatives. And I feel like there's a lot more negative than positive with this situation. And I think one of the positives could be maybe GameStop could switch up their whole formula and become more of a retro game store. So it's like, you get more of the older consoles in there. And I think that's where when the PS5 and I guess PS6, if they do that, if they stop making physical copies, they're going to have to tap into the retro market. It's the only way. How else they going to live?
I see what you mean, but I think if GameStop did that, I think they would flop hard.
No, because there's a lot of retro collectors out there. They're still looking for these type of games. And it's like they want Wii U, they want Wii, they want GameCube, they want SNES. They want, you know what I mean? They want the originals.
I know what you mean, but I think in the process of that, they're just going to lose a lot more money trying to switch up. Like, I think a lot more GameStops would shut down in the process of that, a lot more.
But at the same time, look at like most of the retro game stores, they hurt from new releases. It's like, damn, we're not going to make shit off the new release. They thrive off the retro releases. So it's like, let's keep those game stores in business and just make it a retro thing now.
I can
That's what it's going to have to be.
I can kind of see GameStop still being around for what I'm saying.
They are still around, which is great. I feel like they could last a little longer too.
I think they would downsize greatly if that happened. Dude. I think
End of an era, man.
I don't think they're billions. I think they're kind of they almost got washed out. I think what was it at the beginning of COVID when they had that what was that stock? Was it AMC? It was like AMC and GameStop or whatever.
Oh
and the
yeah,
stocks.
that whole debacle,
that's why-
that scandal,
Well,
the
that
GameStop stock scandal.
I think around
They
that
went
time,
up.
GameStop close down. They lost a crap ton of money, a lot of
Oh
money.
yeah.
Then they had to close down a whole bunch of shops. So you kind of basing it off of that. And plus, what the market is with games. Now, there's only so many people who actually want to go out and get those retro games.
There's a good amount.
But like, you have
I
to
feel like
calculate.
there's a good market for retro gamers.
But like, what retro games that they have that other, because you can go online and find a bunch of other retro sites. They have a kind of a lot more. Like,
Well,
would
they
they
have to
still
get the
have?
gems in. That's the thing too. They have to give people a fair price for these games because they're probably going to trade it in. GameStop's been doing the retro shit, but what I'm saying is give them a decent chunk, and maybe like compete with the other game stores out there. And I'm not trying to put them out of business, but I'm just saying that's what it has to be.
What other
Or
game?
people will go on eBay and sell that shit
What other game
or
stores are out
whatnot.
there?
Oh, there's a lot. It really depends on the area. Like, there's other game stores that are dedicated to retro gaming. I see them on YouTube all the time, like Pixel
Oh well, you're talking
Gaming.
about like retro game. That's one thing, but I think the transition for them to do that, man. I think.
Oh, it's gonna have to start now, 2028. That's a little bit of time.
And like, what do you consider? Are you consider like PS5? Like, are you considering like Wii games? Not Wii games. Does GameStop even have Wii games anymore?
I feel like they would. But
Like,
what I'm saying is, I guess at this point, PS5 come 2028 January, like it could all be considered retro at that point. Because you got to think, and even though it's still a new thing, but it's like they're not going to be making physical media for PS5 like that anymore. So
I think
it's retro in that aspect, like it's a time capsule.
I think the PS5 is gonna stay around longer
No, it is, but I'm saying the physical aspect is
on the
gone.
physical
Yeah,
aspect.
the physical aspect, which will make those games retro in years to come.
But I think what I feel like when we say retro, I think we have to consider like the time. Like the time. I think retro means more like 20 years plus.
Well, that's not
Tw-
true.
I think so. If you consider retro, like
I feel like
even for like
PS3 and like three, unless is that considered 20 years at this point?
yeah, but
360 and PS3
but
and
even like when I said
GameCube.
PS3, because PS3 is kind of going into like the retro state,
That's what I mean. Like that's the last.
but that's like
That to me is
when
retro
was
in a
PS
sense.
when was like PS3?
That was a long time ago.
That was like 2008.
That was probably yeah,
2000,
like
no,
20 around 20 years ago.
2005,
So
2006,
the Wii, I think Wii came out. What year did Wii come out? 2006.
2006.
So Wii is a retro
Around
console. It's been over 20 years.
Wii is kind of retro.
And you gotta think too, in our lifetime, we've lived through quite a few console life cycles. Like I feel like our first big console was the GameCube. I mean, I did have a PS1, but when the GameCube was out, like by the time I got PS1, I think the PS1 was they already transitioned to PS2. Maybe my parents got a good deal on the PS1. It was like the slim PS1, you know what I mean?
I know
But
what you
then
mean.
the GameCube, I was like, damn, I wish I had the new thing. So they picked up the GameCube one Christmas.
Oh, lucky you. I don't know.
GameCube.
My parents weren't having that.
No, you had the GameCube.
No, I mean the way your parents, if they got me like an older system right around like if they got me a system before the GameCube, right when the game came out, I would have gotten it.
Well, no, I think it wasn't that. It was like a time in advance. You know what I mean? Like the PS1 and then the GameCube was a little bit later on.
But I don't think
I
like
don't think it was the same year.
but like
Unless I'm wrong.
from what GameStop sells nowadays, I think they probably maybe go up to PS5. I'm sorry, PS4 nowadays on the PlayStation side. I don't see like Xbox 360 games up at GameStop. So that's what I mean.
No.
With those games and all that, they would have to actually invest money into getting the older games, which could be these older games ain't cheap. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Older games, older consoles are not cheap at all. For real ones, at that, a lot of like the older consoles, older games are actually kind of like fakely made. Especially a lot of the games are made like by ROMs on like or emulators on the computer, and you kind of like burn it into a disc or whatever cartridge you have. You know what I mean? So you have to kind of verify if it's actually real. It's a tricky situation. I feel like this ain't good. If I'm a GameStop employee, this isn't good news. I'll tell you that.
No.
And if I'm the CEO, I'm probably shitting a brick.
Well, I think they have to figure it out. That's what they got to do. They gotta figure it out.
More easier said than done. You know what I mean? But I think, like,
But I feel like most games now are just coming out on the console. Or it like takes forever to get a physical copy of it.
because I think physical copies just cost a lot to do, man. Like even with like GTA, I wasn't really expecting to come out with physical copies just
Which
because you
they
just have to.
did do a physical copy, but it doesn't have a disc.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, dude. Putting that many discs, like, I have a prediction. I think 1 billion people are gonna buy GTA 6. That may be a real large, you know. All right, 500 million at least. 500 million people are probably going to buy GTA 6. Now, if I'm a company, am I really going to sit there with all my employees and say, yeah, we're going to print out 500 million copies? I think there's there's a money error in between that. I think, and like I said, I think you start losing money, based off just the sheer amount of copies you have to make, man. That's a lot of copies. And plus, too, you also have to think what's going to happen in the future. Are all those copies just going to end up in a landfill on the
I don't
side
think so.
on the side of the city or whatever in another 20, 30 years because everything is digitalized, and you know what I mean? We're moving into this, everything's being digitalized. Now, where everything being digitalized too, which is my biggest concern is that we're technically not going to own any video games anymore.
Hmm.
You gotta read those TOSs when you when you open up that PlayStation and it tells you to scroll on down. Like you know what I'm talking about. You get into brand new console and it's like, oh, here's the terms of service. You know that long ass
Yeah.
list. You should probably read that because
Have you read it?
If PlayStation wanted to,
Have you read it?
I've read certain parts of it.
But the whole
Certain,
thing?
No,
So why are you telling everybody to read it if you haven't?
I'm not telling anybody to read it. I'm saying if you do go and specifically like let's say look up, all right, do I own these games or what have you? You don't own them. PlayStation has every
Wait,
right.
when was the last time you bought a physical game?
Years ago?
Really?
I haven't bought a physical game, dog, and what was my last physical game? Maybe Rainbow Six Siege was my last physical game.
Wow.
And like PS5 era.
That's kind of insane. Now, I'm a flip-flopper because I buy a lot of games, I do a lot of digital, but I do a lot of physical. And you know what, too? I feel like once we take a break, and you know what I mean, we like, actually, not, I'm going to bring in the most recent physical games I've purchased. And you'll see how recent I've been. I'm not saying what it's been, you know what I mean? It could have been 10 years ago.
I mean,
10 years, it could have been last month.
I get it, but you're in the minority of buying physical games though.
Well, my thing is, I bought a lot of games when I was younger, and then too I got them, and then I sold them to GameStop. Then I got credit there. Then I'll get more games, trade them in, blah 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 blah. Then you get in the cycle to a point where I sold off all of my collection, and now I've slowly built up a new physical collection. And when I bought my PS5 Pro, I specifically bought the disc drive because I knew certain games I had on disc. And if I sold them, I'd be losing out on money. So it's like, let's just...
I mean, I get it,
I think that's the thing.
but it's just that Sony and all of them just don't care. You know what I mean? I understand what you mean.
And there's
But, like,
another market, too. You got to think, it's like, when you buy the game digitally, you can't resell it. Like, let's just say I hate this game. I bought it last
They
month.
don't
You know,
want you
I
to
thought I
do
was gonna
that.
love it. I can't fucking return. I can't do nothing with it now. My money's gone. But at
Mm-hmm.
least if I had a physical copy, I could sell it on eBay or trade it to GameStop, and I can get like some of that money back towards a game I actually really want.
I think that's one of the. I think that's one of the things PlayStation is also trying to stop as well.
I feel that too. I was thinking like they're trying to stop like the secondhand sales.
Oh yeah, I
And you know
think
what though? Sometimes it's nice when like, you know what I mean, like you need a little extra and then it's like, okay, I'll just go like for this so I don't have to worry about buying this game. I'll just trade in some old ones to get the new one.
I think Xbox and Nintendo are probably gonna follow suit shortly after. Probably not in 2028. Probably 20. Let's wait until 20
But you know what? At the same
2030.
time, they made the announcement a couple years in advance, so I feel like the other companies might latch on a little sooner, like in the
They
years to
will.
come. Like maybe early next year, we'll hear an announcement from Nintendo or Microsoft. We don't know. But
The-
Nintendo's kind of on that. They're like game key cards.
Oh yeah.
So it's like they're maybe too. Some of these games are just too big for a disc. Like GTA
Yeah.
6, I don't know. It might just be because most of the time you got to use it online.
If GTA, well, that's another thing. If GTA 6 were to come out in disc, that would be completely. That's a 2 disc game.
That's a 3 disc.
So that's like kind of doubling the number. If they were to make 500 million copies, you're really actually making a billion copy. Well, not a billion copies, but now you need a billion discs for those 500 copies.
You know what, too? It's like another industry that's facing from physical to digital. It's like, look over there. CDs, vinyl. You know what I mean? Now, the primary way we consume the music, we don't own the music, but we're paying a subscription. Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud, YouTube Music, whatever you use, Amazon.
Yeah, everything's
These are
becoming subscription based, man.
yeah.
You know
And
what I
now
mean?
it's like, I mean, also, I think with PlayStation, their premium games or whatever, they can up that shit. It's like, I feel like for the premium price they're telling me, it's like, we should be getting the exclusives day one on there. Like, God of
I
War.
don't think so.
Well, no, look at Xbox. They put their exclusives that are day one releases you could buy on the Game Pass.
I
PlayStation don't do
think
that. I wish
I
they did.
think I think Xbox did that so they actually real people to actually get the console. And then when they hear that, it's like, oh, I can play, all these new games on day one. Yeah, the thing like
It's a
PlayStation,
good move.
well, I guess Sony, they're the biggest. They have the biggest, probably the most played platform out of PC, Xbox,
I
whatever,
mean, they definitely
whatever.
sold more than Xbox.
So they can kind of, yeah, they can kind of do whatever the hell they want. You know what I mean? I feel like Xbox kind of has to do little stuff like that to actually get people to even come and get the
That's kind of
Xbox.
because I feel like at one point Xbox was on top. I mean,
Xbox
everybody
3
wanted. I feel
yeah,
like that
Xbox
360 era. Everybody wished they had the 360, even if they didn't have it.
Yeah,
Like for
Xbox
Halo and Gears and Fable. Oh my God, there's so many games.
Xbox 360 was the better console. Out
That
of
was the era. You know what I
But
mean?
then
You
they
had the
came out
Code
with-
Red Mountain Dew. Oh my God. I remember like too when GTA 5 came out and then like downloading it on my Xbox 360 the night of waiting to play it. Like, oh. And then I played Halo ODST on there. I remember that game. Red Dead Redemption.
3.
There was so many good games on 360.
Halo 3 was the Halo.
Bro, Max Payne 3 was another gem. On the 360, the club.
I can't.
Club was fucking lit.
I can't see them coming out another Max Payne at this point.
No, they're too deep in GTA. Unless I feel like Rockstar
Well-
is only gonna do GTA or Red Dead at this point.
I have a feeling I do have a feeling Rockstar is gonna. I feel like GTA 6 is there. I think they're just trying to. Once they alleviate that. I mean, if you think about it, do I really? Is there gonna be a GTA 7? Personally, in my opinion, I don't think so. I don't think there will be a GTA
I
7.
don't. You know
It
what?
doesn't really.
I don't know about. We could put a question mark on that because the franchise is so lucrative for them. It's like, why wouldn't they put out another GTA?
Yeah.
It might take another like 10 years or 13, 15 years or whatever. You know what I mean? But at that point, it'll be for the next generation, the
I
next generation.
I have a prediction. Rockstar will actually come out with a whole new what's it called? A whole new franchise
Yeah, you know
afterwards.
what? I think
That'd be
that's what
hard,
they
but
should do too.
I
They should
think
come
so.
out with something brand new and there's no pressure on it. It's like we don't have to top GTA 5, the highest selling game ever. It's like we could just focus on something new, fun, like we used to do. But at the same time, it's like they're making so much money off GTA. Why would they do another series? It's like we're making so much money here. Why do we have to worry about everything else?
I don't know. I think if you think about like the time spans of each GTA game, if it took them this long to actually make a GTA
This is the
6,
longest time span.
and then what happened?
No, this is like the longest time span
Well, yeah,
between GTA's.
and I feel like they're crunching. They're really crunching the time to actually get it done. I believe I don't think the game is done even right now. Even though they got pre-orders and all that
Yeah,
shit,
no, it's
I don't
it's
think
more
it's.
money to the employees and shit.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's a finished game. I don't think, just based like, you, I don't think people are gonna wait around another 10, 15 years for another GTA game. I could be wrong. I feel like maybe they'll come out maybe with like a GTA game, but it's not gonna be GTA.
You know what? I think it's gonna be such a big game. It's like, how do we top it? And that's what everybody thought with GTA 5. How will they top that? But I feel like as time goes on, technology improves. They're only gonna improve it. And like to me, this will be the best GTA visually. Probably like the map size will be the best. It's gonna be the biggest game ever. And you know, what I mean, like just what you could do in the game, like. But if the
Actually,
game
that's what I'm worried about. Actually, more of what you can actually do in the game is
Well,
what
like
I'm
if you could
concerned.
do everything you could do in the previous GTA's plus more, I think that's a big win. Like if it's just all the same old shit you could do in the previous one, and that like let's just say you could walk into every building in the game, like there's no restrictions.
They a long time ago they had some leaks or whatever of like a really extremely rough version of the GTA game, of the GTA map. It was like I don't know, like a little town city area of the map, and they were showing like how how it's kind of formatted to where you can actually go into the buildings. I don't know how many buildings you really can go into. You know what I mean? That's a lot of that's a lot of like gigabytes and a lot of memory you're adding to the game for each.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think you could probably go into a lot more buildings. Like I said, I think they're go. I feel like 100% they're gonna lean into the RP aspect of the game.
You know what's one thing they never specified about? Gas. Like, do you think you'll actually have to, like, let's just say you're driving your car, you're running low. Do you think
And
you'll
have
have
a
to stop at
gas
the gas
system.
station and get gas? I think they should do that. I think it's one of
Maybe.
those things that should have been done a long time ago, but needs to be done now.
But here's the thing. I feel like getting gas. That's like a hardcore RP or RP or version of GTA. I feel like they're gonna have a
I want
medium
it to
to.
be so detailed where you're in a mission, right? Let's just say somebody swipes you in the face or whatever. You have a scratch on your face. That scratch stays with you for a while. Like after the mission, you still like if you're wearing a shirt from the mission, you had a blood stain on it. You have that blood stain on it, and then you have to physically change the shirt at your house or whatever. Maybe you'll do laundry in this game. Honestly, that'd be
Maybe.
great. Then people can learn how to do laundry because a lot of you smell. Maybe, put on deodorant.
Yeah,
Put on
maybe.
cologne.
Maybe.
Maybe, I bet you, before you go to bed, you gotta tuck yourself in. Maybe you gotta make your own bed.
Maybe. I feel
Come on,
that's a little
GTA's.
too deep.
You should control your diet too, like they did in San Andreas. Like if you eat too much, you get too fat.
I can see him maybe with a control your diet and maybe a type of thing. Although I really can't see them making these characters big, like bigger than what they are. Or like that's the other
Yeah,
thing too. Like I don't.
that might have just been a San Andreas thing. I
I
don't know if they bring
was
it back.
yeah. I was thinking like about like maybe the working out, going to the gym and then the eating thing. I don't know if that was gonna work this time around.
Yeah.
Just based on how much shit is gonna be in the game, they're probably like now you have to make character model like several different character models for the same character. I don't think they're finna do that. I mean I could be wrong. I
You know
could
what
be
though?
wrong.
This game has been in development for so long. There's probably gonna be some things we don't even know about.
I think this
I feel
game
like
is in
certain
development.
features they're gonna come out with will be like, whoa, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think, well, in my opinion, I think this game is in development for so long just because of how massive it is.
That too.
You know what I mean? I'm glad it's a huge game, but like I said, I'm very skeptical and worried about what you can actually do in the game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you know, they're gonna go the RP route. I'm telling you, those RP servers blew up. Like those RP servers kind of added towards the diminish of the regular GTA Online decline and popularity. Like if you go into the GTA territory and on Twitch or whatever, it's just people RPing a lot. Like a lot of streamers that you got big off of RPing in GTA. Like
Oh,
if you try to find a stream while just like playing regular GTA 5 servers, like you gonna be twisted. Now I think regular GTA 5 servers, like YouTube wise, I think making videos off of it, they still get views, but that's just mostly because people are killing other people.
mm.
It's usually, I don't know. Like if you're good at the game, it's fun, but like the game is just plagued by griefers and just like shitty people, really. Unfortunately,
Well,
GTA RP, man, that's if you watch the right stream at the right time, you find some real funny shit, dude.
I
Like
bet, bro.
goddamn. But
Yo, but I want to ask you, what have you been playing recently? Like in the past few weeks, like what are you mostly playing right now? Before you said like Truck Simulator was one of your big ones. Is that still in the rotation, or are you on to something else?
I haven't played Truck Sim. Actually, no. Actually, I played Truck Simulator for like 2 hours the other day.
See what I mean? It's still in rotation, so it counts.
And then mostly for Honor.
Mostly for Honor.
It's hard to change it, man.
Yeah.
I tried playing Crimson Desert and I was like, oh, I'm good. I think I
I
played
haven't
like
touched that in a minute.
half an hour.
I kind of forgot
It's
it
a
even
good
came
game,
out.
man, but I don't know, man. I think I'm falling out of love with RPG games like that, man. It's
Maybe.
unfortunate to
It's
see.
you know what too? I feel like you only have so much time in a day to play a game, and then it's like with these RPG games, with like Crimson Desert, you could spend over 100 hours, and it's like that's fine and dandy, but it's like I don't have all this time to play this game.
I might play I might start playing The Witcher 3 again. New Game Plus, my fourth New Game Plus. No, actually, I'm already on a new game, but I'm playing on the hardest difficulty.
Oh shit! Getting ready for the new DLC coming.
Yeah, there's still a lot to play in that game, man. I'm like, I think if I remember, I think I'm only maybe, I'm not that far in the game on the hardest difficulty, so I still have to do all the DLC and that, so that's gonna take some hours. But Witcher 3 is still a good game. I like it. It's still
It's a good game.
it kind of aged a little. It shows its age over time though. Like
You said it was the best game ever.
I think it's the best RPG ever, in my
Huh.
opinion. But but even with that, like the story is kind of aged a little poorly. Like I think it was like the best of its time, in my opinion. The combat is a little janky compared to
Yeah.
what the combat you can get in these games nowadays. Like you go to Witcher 3 combat and you're like, all right,
This is something.
this ain't all it. It's still fun though. I don't know, but I'm excited for that DLC. I know it's gonna be a prequel to the DLC, to The Witcher 4.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, yeah, The Witcher 4. So I assume maybe towards the end of the DLC, either something happens to Geralt or
You
whatever.
know what too? Maybe like you were
I don't
talking
think he
about some of the
dies.
gameplay. Maybe with the new DLC, they'll up some of the mechanics
Maybe,
because it's
maybe.
been so long.
I don't know how. I don't know how that works
But even
with
too,
the game
Witcher
with his
4, I
son.
feel like because you were saying like it feels a little outdated in aspects, they're probably gonna up it a lot, like graphically and probably some of the movements, control. Like it's probably gonna feel like a whole different game.
Maybe. I don't know.
Same premise, but it's almost like the GTA's. You know what I mean? Like you play GTA 3 and then you play
Yeah.
5. Like it feels so much smoother on 5 than 3.
The only thing is, I don't know how much you can change a character that's already in a game such as that. It's not like it's an online game. You know what I mean? They
Well,
can
maybe
up.
maybe the DLC will stay true to Witcher 3 and all the mechanics there, but maybe in Witcher 4, that's where like shit will switch up a little bit. You'll see
Oh
it'll
yeah,
feel a little more modern than that.
yeah. The Witcher 4. That's something different. That's gonna be
That's
a
like
lot
some
more
new shit.
modern. But in terms of
Yeah,
Witcher
ready for
3,
that.
I don't know how companies can really like to change up the combat. They would have to like start changing, like you know what I mean. They would have to go into the characters and start changing how they're moving there. That's
Yeah,
almost like gonna be like a whole nother game. You know what I mean?
it's gonna be hype.
I think it's gonna. I think now graphically, now they can do whatever the hell they want. They can make it fucking for whatever. I don't know what they have. There's like 4K, fucking just high definition modern graphics. But I feel like the combat's probably gonna stay the same. I hope they give Geralt maybe like an extra move. That would be pretty nice.
Mm.
That'd be pretty cool. And I'm kind of looking forward to the tiers, the new if they do it. I hope they put more armor sets in the game. I know they're
Maybe.
gonna put more. Usually with every DLC, I mean with both DLCs, they put quite, excuse me, quite a few more features in the game to make it, I guess, more well rounded. I guess more features that you can use in the base game as well. You know what I mean? Like in The Witcher 4 it was a Blood and Wine. You were able to get horse armor. And you play New Game Plus or whatever. You can use that horse armor. In the beginning of the game, which is cool. You know what I mean?
Oh
So
wow.
this is my third, my third or fourth New Game Plus, let alone just starting new games. I think I've beaten The Witcher maybe like 5 6 times. It's a long game, so
You must love it.
yeah, I still do. I still do.
It's up there.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite games ever. So that's all I got on that.
But yeah. Yo, I've been playing a few games. I started up GTA Vice City because I figured 6 is gonna be, you know what I mean? We're back to Miami again, so I'll play that again.
Hmm.
And I never beat the game either, but like from the story, like it's not my favorite GTA.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what I mean?
definitely
Like
not.
it's a good game, but I feel like it's just not as good as San Andreas or 4 or 5. And a lot of people will say it's the best Grand Theft Auto, but maybe they didn't play the other ones.
I don't think that's the case. I think they probably say it's the best Grand Theft Auto because they were probably at a certain age to where it hit them the best. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's true.
mean? It's hard to compare. Like, yes, you can compare the GTA games, but they came out with such different eras. Like, it's kind of
Especially the
like,
new one.
yeah, it's like kind of like if you say like GTA 5 is better than San Andreas, I'm like, yeah, of course. San Andreas came out in 2005 or whatever it was? I think San Andreas came out in 2005. They only had 2005 technology, dude. What do you want to do? You can't compare. I mean, you can compare like
2004.
2004. I'm always
Yeah.
off by 1 year. I can never get it right. But you can't like saying like, oh, GTA 5 is better than San Andreas. It's like now GTA like is GTA 5 and San Andreas. Let's just say they came out with two different companies and they came out roughly within maybe 2 years of each other. 3 years of each other. Then you
Yeah.
can make a comparison. But it's hard to make comparisons like a 2026 game versus a 2005 game. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers
I
still
think
had
most
the
it
big back
depends on
TVs
the
back
story
then.
as well.
Yeah. I mean, well, I think the story too. Stories nowadays, man, are a lot more fleshed out, or able to be a lot more fleshed out than older games as well.
That's a good point.
Because like I said, you only had so much technology back then. Like you go back to a lot of those older games, like man, this story is kind of buns. But even with The Witcher 3, that game only came out what 14? I'm gonna say 14 years ago. That's now. I think like well, whatever, 14, 13 years ago. The story is still good, but in today, in like in terms of today's writing, that shit it's kind of some mid. It is a little
Right.
mid, I will admit. As much as I love the story and playing through the story the first and second time around and having all these endings and shit, I think I got the bad ending a lot too.
Damn.
That was the other fucked up
What were
part.
you doing?
The bad ending is just they actually base the endings off shit you actually either did or didn't do in the game, and it's very subliminal.
Oh.
It almost reminds me of oh man, what was that game? Oh, there was a game where you think you're making the right move, but then you get the real shitty ending. Almost reminds me of oh man, Detroit Becomes Human.
Oh.
Almost like that, where you think you're doing good or you're making the right move by saving this person. All it just leads is a bad ending.
Oh
It's
shit.
kind of fucked up. Even Cyberpunk kind of did that, where you kind of save people or you think you're doing good, and then you get like the worst endings ever. Like saving what was his name? Oh my goodness. The Japanese Takemura. When you save Takemura and shit, I think you automatically you're gonna get a bad ending because you forget that he actually works part of Osaka, which is the company that you've been trying to obliterate the whole game. But you think this guy's your friend, you save him, and then towards the end, you're in a fucking spaceship over Earth, and all he's doing is either you want to be a part of us, or we're gonna take all your shit.
Oh.
But he acting like your friend and shit. But you can't forget this dude is working for the most evil company in the fucking game. You think he's gonna switch up for you?
Yeah, you gotta kill them.
That's the fucked up. I like it when games do that, even though it does piss me off. I was like, man, I want the good ending. What the fuck? Then you have to go back and see like what the fuck you shouldn't do so you get the good ending. It's like, no, I can't save this motherfucker. And I like Takamura, man. He came off like a sensible guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He
until
starts.
you got the bad ending.
Yeah, yeah.
Real sensible.
He opens up to you, acts like he's your friend. He's like, yo, man, I'm there with you. And it's like, no, the game reminds you, dog. Like, this guy's he's not a good motherfucker.
Yeah.
As much as he's acting like your friend. So when you go and get ambushed, it's not a spoiler. You should play Cyberpunk by now. When you go and get ambushed and all the fucking goons come in to try to murder you guys and the building blows up, fucking don't choose the option to go save him. Save yourself and get the fuck up out of there. Fuck that dude.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Save him. Don't save him.
Yeah, fuck him.
Get him out of there.
Fuck him.
But yeah, you know what else I've been playing? Star Fox.
Oh, where else?
That's a good one. You
How's
played
that,
a little
man?
bit too earlier.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's good.
We had to invert back the controls.
That's the best way to play it, dog.
Yeah, I was thinking like, regular controls would be good, but then like the invert, it kind of helped with the aiming. I feel like when you're not inverted, like the aiming is so all over the place.
Inverted helps sometimes, man. The games like that, even like with games like with Ace Combat. I think I used to play Ace Combat inverted as well.
I don't know why. They just gotta work on the aim. Like I feel like it's very janky when you uninvert it.
I know that's like a remake of the older games, but the older games were like that. It's not as stiff as the games that come out now. You know what I mean? It was very.
Yeah, but
That
I'm
was
not
give a
even talking
loose.
about like the invert. I'm talking about like when you uninvert it, it gets really janky with like the aim.
Oh, I know what you mean.
I don't
It's
know
very
why
sensitive.
that
It's very
is.
sensitive. I don't know. I think that's
And I
just,
tried to look into the settings to see, but it wouldn't let me change it. So
I think that's how that
they
game
gotta
is
change that.
just is. You know what I mean? I remember it being like that, and back in the day with the old one. You know, what I mean, it was just all
The
over the place. I
game
think
is
that's just like the
really
style of it.
no, but the new one for Switch 2 with Star Fox, it's really good. Like it's fun. You know what I mean? It's not like the game of the year for me. And
Mm-hmm.
even though we did album of the year mid list, I feel like towards the end of the year, I feel like we should do like a top 5 best games of the year or something like that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Until that. But like right now, mid year, I feel like I need more with games to really solidify what my top
There
list
hasn't
could
that
be.
that many games that really
Yeah,
struck
that
my
too.
eye.
No, there's been a few like Lego Batman, Resident Evil Requiem, Pragmata. What
Oh yeah,
else?
those games. Yeah.
Donkey Kong Bonanza. No, that came out last year.
Mm,
What came on the Switch? Pacopia. People say Pacopia's game of the year.
it probably. I mean,
I
it
feel like you
probably
would
will
enjoy
get a
it.
game. Nah, I'm good.
You would like.
I know what types of games. That's like Animal Crossing type. When I play Pokemon, man, I just like being the trainer, and fucking catching and murdering other
Mm.
Pokemon. That's just me. I'm simple with
Capturing
it.
and murdering.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
If you forget, Pokemon's just like another version of dogfighting. Capture an animal and make it fight another animal against its will.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was deep.
They just like to cover it over with the Pokeball and everyone's all bubbly and happy and all the time and yeah.
Whoa.
I think in the game I think not in the game, I think in the anime, I think they eat Pokemon too. You gotta watch out. You gotta look up some of those Pokemon recipes that actually eaten.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really think about like the world of Pokemon, you're probably you're killing other Pokemon. I know in the show that they faint. You really kill them, and they eat Pokemon.
You're. No.
They eat Pokemon.
We're not doing this.
They do, dude. There's some Pokemon you gotta eat.
Like who?
What's the name of the cow
You gonna eat
Pokemon?
Geodude?
That sounds a little rough. That's like a rock.
Exactly.
You got that cow Pokemon. You
You
can
gonna eat
probably.
Gengar?
Well, Gengar's a ghost. I don't think you eat him.
Exactly.
Like the regular animal.
How you eating these Pokemon? What about Charmander? How you
murder
eat that
You
one?
can eat Charmander.
How you gonna eat Squirtle?
Squirrel's a turtle.
How you gonna eat Ivysaur?
You ever been to China? They eat turtle over there too.
You can't do that.
Hey man.
Squirtle's water.
Yeah.
Squirtle would annihilate you
Squirtle's
and your Pokemon.
no. So Squirtle's my starter Pokemon.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because
You're an Ivysaur kind of guy.
no.
You like Ivysaur.
I never chose.
You like Bulbasaur.
I never chose.
You like all the swords.
Well, I might choose a Bulbasaur, but I never chose like the
You
leaf.
want to talk about the cold sore on your lip?
I have a cold sore on my lip.
You'll be good. Zoom in on.
I never chose any of the grass Pokemon in the starter games.
Yeah, me either.
I'm always either water or fire. Fire usually makes things easier, but I try to go with water.
I feel like it makes it harder.
Not fire for me.
Water.
Fire is lit. Whatever you choose, you're gonna come across. You the like I think like the first and second gym is always gonna be against your Pokemon. You know what I mean? So if you choose a water Pokemon, you probably get through the first gym alright. Probably the second one is probably gonna fucking annihilate it.
Well, you
know
got to
what I
pick
mean?
up different Pokemon.
And your best friend always has the Pokemon opposite that goes
Yeah.
against your Pokemon.
Well, you pick one, so they got the other one.
yeah,
But yeah, you know what? We'll be right back after this. Right, everybody, we are back, and I wanted to ask you, where is the West Side Gun music? What's going on with the album? 2026, no West Side? Feels wrong.
I don't know. Maybe just take a break.
But like, why? He's West Side Gun, one of the best rappers to ever live. You know it's true. Just because he doesn't
I don't know.
have as many like accolades as these other rappers doesn't mean he's not the best.
I never said he wasn't.
But you looked at me like it wasn't.
I don't know.
Like if we're talking like the big three, I feel like West should be up there.
I don't think so.
Why? Why should West Side Gun be in the big three? Because he doesn't have a big fan base like that? Like his fan base ride or die. Any of them will tell you West Side Gun
I'm
is
not gonna.
better than Drake or J. Cole or
He just
Kendrick.
ain't there yet.
No, it's like when's he gonna get there, bro? He's older than them.
Maybe never. I
No, but
don't
like
know.
West
I'm not
has
gonna
put
shit on
such a
West.
staple in the catalog that you can't even deny it.
I know he's one of my favorite rappers ever.
You're hating on him.
I think that's you.
I think you are.
You try to make me say some words I don't want to. I love West Side, man.
But you think that J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick have bigger songs than West Side Gun.
Yes. I mean, I don't think
So you're
I
hating on
know.
Gun. You wouldn't even put him in the top three.
I wouldn't even put JID in the top three.
Well,
What's
he
your
was
point?
never there.
West Side was never there either.
Exactly.
All right. All right. I love West Side.
All right. So on to the next discussion,
Mhm.
which would be what's the best and worst of each artist. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna name you an artist, and you're gonna tell me their best album and their worst album. So start it off light with the Rick Ross. Like, what's the
His
best
worst
Rick Ross
album,
album to you, and the worst?
Teflon Don, really, is the best album.
Yeah, that one was good.
What's the worst? Um, what was that one with the white cover? Masterclass or whatever.
Mastermind.
Mastermind. I didn't like that one.
Really?
Yeah,
Let me look at his catalog. Let me see the best album from Rick Ross. That's tough. Trilla was really good. Teflon Don was up there. God Forgives I Don't. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I hated that album when it came out.
I don't think I think I may have listened. I didn't listen to that very much. Is that one with
We
Kanye or
had
something?
Three Kings with Dr. Dre and Jay Z, Maybach Music 4 with Neo, 16 with Andre 3000, So Sophisticated with Meek Mill. He had a lot of good songs on this album, actually.
Yeah, I think Teflon Don is definitely the best. 100%.
I kinda, I feel like Mastermind might be up there.
I don't think so. I mean, if you think that, that's fine, but I don't think there's no way in hell it tells, it trumps Teflon
Oh,
Don
wait, I think this was the album you were talking. Black Market.
or Black. Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
that.
that was the worst album for him.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe you know what? I would agree with you. Teflon's on, and honestly, Black Market wasn't that good either. But maybe I don't know. Maybe like a like Been Hustling mixtape or something like that. Let me
Hmm.
see who else is on my list here. Got your boy Max O'Cream,
What was his worst album?
best album. Pumpkin.
Probably Pumpkin.
Yeah.
I don't. A worst album? I don't know. I don't know his albums off rip like that. I don't know. I don't know what all his albums are. He
I
came
feel
out
like
I think I like all his albums. That's the
I
issue.
like those albums too, but I feel like if I had to pick his worst, it would probably be Weight of the World.
I agree with you. If
Like
you
it
say it,
wasn't a
then
bad
I'm gonna
album,
agree
but
with you.
also it was disappointing.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
we'll talk about it in a little bit, but OYN, I feel like that's his best album in a long time.
I agree with you.
Like I feel like he has a lot of good ones on there. But yeah, back to this talk. Um, I guess we'll do two more artists. So we have Pusha T, best album and worst album from Pusha. I feel like best
He only
album
got
might,
only 4 albums.
but still, there's still a few to choose from.
That's
Pusha T.
um
You could look on Apple Music if you need to. You know what? I'll start it off. I think Pusha's worst is probably Fear of God 2. And I think his best work would be Daytona. I think that's a good answer. But also too, I feel like King Push, Darkest Before Dawn, is super underrated. Like what was the prelude? Like I get it, like King, like he never put out a King Push album. That was 2015.
I think Daytona is probably his best album.
My
Yeah,
Name Is My Name was really good
and
too.
probably Fear of God. Probably, I mean, I only listen to that album. I mean, it's probably not that
Yeah,
bad,
no,
but
Fear of God had some good songs like Trouble on My Mind, Amen. Bodywork was sick, so obvious. Alone in Vegas.
yeah, that's a good
My
album.
God, it was good.
I guess in
Put
terms of everything else, I think that was probably his weakest one. Which is his weakest one is still some of the strongest shit that just came out of
yeah,
him.
like Pusha T is a very good. Like even like My Name Is My Name, King
Mm-hmm.
Push, Numbers on the Board, Sweet Serenade with Chris Brown,
Mm-hmm.
Hold On with Rick Ross,
Mm-hmm.
Suicide with Ab Liver. Maybe that song we can live without. 40 Acres with The Dream, No Regrets, Jeezy and this album had a lot of features. Like I remember that was around GTA 5 release time when Who
Yeah,
I Am
yeah,
came
I
out.
remember. I remember.
Oh man, the air was crisper.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It felt like an angry orchard.
Angry
You
Orchard.
ever have one of those?
No, I think I had once. Not my.
Yeah,
It's not
no,
my
but like
go-to.
that's what the time felt like. An angry
Mm-hmm.
orchard. That's what I described
That's a
it.
weird.
I know. But okay, last one on the list. Tyler the Creator. His best and worst at like what do you think is his best work?
Yonkers.
Like album.
Oh,
Goblin?
the Goblin.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Goblin over all his other that you don't think that's the worst?
No.
What do you think's the worst?
The album that came before Goblin.
Bastard.
Mm-hmm.
So you told me Goblin is his best.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't put Wolf over Goblin,
Nope.
Flower Boy,
Nope.
Igor,
Nope.
Call Me If You Get Lost,
No.
Chromacopia.
Because of the impact that Goblin had on the rest of his career, I think that's what makes it the best album. As like you
No, it's the
either love it,
worst.
you love it. Or hate it. I mean,
I think Wolf had the most impact.
if you think so, I think Goblin 100% had the most
I
impact.
think like Goblin made him realize we're not doing this anymore.
No,
Uh,
I think Goblin was the perfect, especially around that time. Tyler Creator was saying the most like flagrant shit that people weren't used to at all, and he was kind of come on the come up with Odd Future, and this band of misfit kids and
Random
what have you.
disclaimer. Hey, don't do anything that I say in this song. Okay? It's fucking
But
fiction. If anything
um,
happens, don't fucking blame me. White America. Fuck Bill O'Reilly.
I think this album really said like kind of put the theme. I think this album really kind of put the theme of like how the beginning of his career was gonna go. Now, the other albums after it kind of gotten like softened up. You can kind of see the transition into something lighter, what may have you. But this album kind of shook the industry, in my opinion. And not just because of Yonkers, just how gritty and new age that it was. And I think around the time too, you got old heads like kind of hating on it because it was just so new school. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was very abstract music. It was kind of almost something that I'm gonna say we haven't heard before, but it was really out the norm of what hip hop was sounding. And I think that was like the kind of stardom
No, it was.
of
That's how it was huge at that time.
now the worst album, yeah, Bastard. Just because Bastard Bastard to me kind of is like the rough version of Goblin, in my opinion. I think it has its moments and it's like it's extremely gritty. Um,
Bastard was dope. I
yeah,
feel
but
like
I don't
Goblin's
think.
his worst. Actually, nah, yeah, Goblin would be his worst for me,
Mhm,
and his best would probably Call Me If You Get Lost. I
mhm.
think that he really showed up on
I can
there.
say I'm not disagreeing.
And
I
you know what?
just,
Maybe it's just because like it was the first. It was when you got tapped into Tyler. But like
mhm.
I don't know. Like I heard Tyler when Goblin came out.
I think Goblin.
I got the Goblin CD.
I think Goblin also had an effect on a lot of other artists coming from that camp as well. I'm not saying it affected their careers, but then I feel like after Goblin, I feel like more people were more open to an Earl Sweatshirt or
Maybe
or Jazz the Rap, not Jazz the Rapper. What's that guy?
Frank Ocean,
No, Genesis,
Jasper,
Genesis,
Domo Genesis,
Domo
Damo
Genesis.
Genesis.
Yeah, yeah, Domo Genesis, that type of shit. So I think Goblin helped catapult some other careers as well compared to
Yeah,
other albums. That's
yeah,
just
no,
me.
like the whole camp is dope. Even what's his name? Lionel. Yeah, I think he's on the Bear.
I like the what's his name, Left Brain, but I don't think he doesn't rap
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't think he does, but Haji was doing it for a bit.
Yeah, Haji
There was
Beats.
still some things going on, but not as prominent in Odd Future. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like when Odd Future was out, they were doing Lloyd Squad. They were a little bigger. Like
Mm-hmm.
Taco and
I think so. I think so. But I think Goblin still had a bigger impact
I
than
just can't believe you would say that's the best Tyler. I was not expecting that.
I think it is.
Over Igor?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just feels like
I
an
feel like everything else
unpolished
was.
work.
I feel like everything else kind of was is kind of like the result of coming out with Goblin.
Yeah,
It
but
was so
like that
dark and
doesn't.
gritty. Then
You
you
know what?
start going
Okay,
away.
fine, fine. We're gonna switch it up now because I want to ask you to best and worst Little Wayne albums.
I don't know. What's that album? It was his last album. The Carter Six is the worst. His best album's Carter Three.
His best album's Carter 3.
Mm,
So Little Wayne, it's not Carter 2.
no.
It's not
But
the
a lot of
first
people
Carter.
will say Carter Two and Carter whatever. Maybe the first Carter, but for me it's Carter Three.
But I feel like when you were tapped in mostly to Little Wayne when Carter 3 came out.
Yeah, I
It was
agree.
big.
I agree.
It was a big album.
A lot of people would say Carter Two is way better, which I ain't disagreeing. I listened to Carter Two. Wasn't my favorite. I like
I
Carter
would
Three.
say Carter 4 is worse than Carter 3. Like Carter 3 was really good, but there were some songs on there I hate. Like
Mm-hmm.
I hate Tie My Hands. I
Mm-hmm.
could live without that.
Mm-hmm.
I hate Prostitute. That song is garbage. I hate that song.
Mm-hmm.
There were some really bad Little Wayne songs on that album. like I'm not saying Carter. I think I Am Not a Human Being is a little underrated in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Little Wayne, go back to Carter 3. Three Pete's ill. You know what? Three Pete, Mr. Carter, a Millie got money comfortable. Dr. Carter, phone. Phone home. I don't like that one.
I like that song.
I don't like Tie My Hands either. I know a lot
I
of
don't
people
remember that
love
one.
Tie My Hands. I do not like it. Maybe it's Robin Thicke.
I would think.
But
Maybe.
like Mrs. Officer, I love that song. Let the Beat Build. That might be one of Lil Wayne's best songs, Let the Beat Build. That shit
Mm-hmm.
was fire.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye production. You can't go wrong.
That was a good album.
Shoot Me Down. I never really cared for Shoot Me Down. Lollipop. How do you feel about Lollipop? Because a lot of people hate Lollipop for whatever reason.
It's a good. I don't know. It's a
I
good
thought
song.
Lollipop was lit, but you hated the remix.
I don't like Kanye on
Yeah,
there.
you didn't like Kanye. I love that remix.
It
But
sounds
you
very.
hated Lollipop remix.
Well, Kanye sounds really out of place in that music. So yeah, when did I say that I hated this so much?
What happened?
So when did I say I hated this so much?
You told me you didn't like it. You're like, oh man, the Lollipop remix, take it off.
When was this?
A while ago. And ever since then, I was like, okay, he doesn't.
I mean,
like it.
I can't live without it. I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm not listening to it. I'd rather just listen to the regular one. I just hate it. I hate his voice too on it.
I didn't like Don't Get It either.
Yeah.
It's like 9 minutes. I love the album cover though. That's one of the best covers from Lil Wayne.
I guess so. I mean, he has a lot of weird covers.
But that's a good one.
Oh, well, yeah, with the baby, yeah.
Yeah, Carter 3. It's like an iconic cover at this point.
It is.
In the suit.
100%.
It's really good. 2008, that was a special year for me for rap. You had 808s and Heartbreak, T.I.'s Paper Trail, Lil Wayne's Carter 3. Like, there was quite a few. Jeezy's Recession. There was some good albums that year. Even though people might frown upon it for whatever, maybe because the recession was going on, but like.
Oh, the recession. There was a recession album.
Yeah, that's why he did it. That was a good year. For hip hop, in my opinion.
Jesus' biggest song came off of that album, man.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Which album should have won Album of the Year at the BET Awards?
I did not watch the BET Awards.
I didn't either, but
I don't watch that clown show.
But the Clips won Album of the Year.
I have a very negative view on BET, so
yeah, no,
that's just very. You know, I was happy to see Drewski hosting it. I was happy to see that. I saw like clips of him doing his business shit. It looked funny. He did the MAGA shit. But other than that, BET's put Tyler Perry's fucking face on it. It starts getting weird. I don't know. That's just maybe. What you about to say though?
But which album of these do you feel like should have won Album of the Year? Clips, Let God Sort 'Em Out.
Didn't GNX win? I'm sorry.
What happened?
Didn't GNX win?
No.
Or some shit? Oh, that's what I was
Clips,
saying.
Let God Sort 'Em Out. J. Cole, The Fall Off. Leon Thomas, Mutt. And Wale, Everything Is a Lot.
I don't know. Let God Sort 'Em Out.
Yeah, no, I think they won.
Oh, they did.
So it was a good idea for the poll.
Let God Sort 'Em Out, yeah. J. Cole album wasn't all that, dog. Nobody's gonna remember that album.
No, they do. The other NFR podcast put it as their #1 album.
Well,
and actually,
NFR, though.
No, but for the first time ever since they were doing the podcast, they put a top 10 songs list out. They had like all J. Cole songs in the top 10 for the year. For like the mid-year, like damn near all the songs on the J. Cole album when they're top 10.
On the NFR podcast?
Yeah. No, it's like
the
they
NFR
they
podcast,
are
though.
right. Like me personally,
Aren't they
I didn't.
Canadian?
They're a little younger than us.
Oh no, aren't they Canadian though?
Yeah, they're Canadian. I thought you asked me how old they were.
No, I think they're Canadian living in Canada. If I'm gonna get, no offense to them, if I'm getting my hip hop standards from a certain from people online, you gotta have a little more credibility than that. You gotta be at least living in the States, bro.
Oh,
come on now. I'm not. No offense.
So you feel like they have to live in the States to understand like good music?
No. Hip hop No, I believe to have a proper hip hop opinion, or I guess a valid one, you kind of have to be more rounded. I'll say it like that. I think that's very vague, and I think I'd rather keep
That's
it vague.
true.
You
I
got, but
mean, I feel like with them,
that's like
sometimes they don't react to certain albums.
like
And
that's
it's
like
like, why?
that's like the same. Like that's like seeing like I remember there was this white girl in one of my classes in college, and she used to just rant and rave about G-Eazy. I was just like, that's like one of the worst dudes in fucking hip hop ever. But she was like, "Oh, I love G-Eazy. He's like one of the best rappers ever." And
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is some sick shit that you're really telling me right now. And I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I'm a little hip hop snob. I don't know everything about hip hop. I'm a little a snob. Like, don't come up to me and saying G's the best. Now, I'm not saying NFR is saying G, they love
No,
Jeezy or
I don't think they
whatever.
would.
But,
I feel like
but
NFR has a good understanding, but I
they
feel
have a
like
good
the
understanding.
mainstream appeal is a little like they put Drake's Iceman in their top 10. I
Yeah,
don't feel like
see,
that's a top 10
you
album
see,
for a real rap fan.
you see. And I'm no, well,
Like, how are you going to skip over Navy Blue?
everyone is entitled to
You
their
didn't put
opinion,
Navy Blue.
but it's like
How you going to skip over
I
that?
like I rather, even though I don't watch the podcast, I'd rather go to Joe Budden to see what he would think. Because you talk about someone from like maybe a rapper's perspective. You know what I mean? I want
Yeah,
to,
that's true.
but that's just the rapper's perspective. Like you're not hearing J. Cole. Where is hip hop play the most, or where does hip hop matters? Usually in nightlife or in the clubs or what have you. No offense, but they're not playing a whole lot of J. Cole in the clubs or in nightlife. Now, on the streets, that may be a little different. I feel like in the streets, especially New York, which is still like, well, kind of used to be the mecca of hip hop. I don't really think you're
I
hearing
feel
J.
like the
Cole in the streets like that
credential
either.
though might just be for like the songs, not just like I mean, if it's like a big record with a lot of hype
It doesn't need to be a
production.
big record, you
But
know.
like, I think they're just basing it off what they feel is best, like with production, lyrics, and storytelling,
I get it. I get it.
and I guess cadence
I'm not.
and delivery.
I'm not trying to diminish anyone's opinion. I ain't trying to do that. But there's certain levels to a hip hop opinion that you gotta take account for, and I think
Yeah,
NFR
no,
sometimes doesn't reach
they
that point.
don't. And I will say, like, as a fan of a lot of rappers,
And NFR.
like, what I mean? Like, I am not one to like I'm not here to say this guy has the best album of the year because I'm his biggest fan.
Yeah.
Like to me, Kanye is probably like I'm the biggest fan of him that has dropped this year, and I don't even know if his album's in my top 5 this year. With Bully, like
I mean that's kinda he brought that on himself.
even like last year when Big Sean dropped his album, I don't even know if I consider that one in the or was it the year prior to that? I don't know. But like Big Sean's last album was kind of ass.
It was.
And then Kid Cudi, I love Kid Cudi, but his last projects have not been all
Kid Cudi
that.
doesn't even do hip hop anymore, man.
No, he
Yeah,
does.
he does alternative. Get out of here.
Kid Cudi, his last,
His
he
last
was
good
killing
album,
it, man. You
oh
mad at Cudi?
please, his last good album was Man on the Moon.
No, it wasn't.
Get out of
Man, the
here.
Moon 3.
Two.
No.
Nope.
Kid Cudi's been killing it.
Once Kanye got
Once Kanye's got out the mist, everybody's become bad.
once Kanye got out of the mix of Kid Cudi's been flopping ever since. They just love that boy.
No.
He's been flopping ever
Kid Cudi's
since.
been doing tours, killing it,
Kid Cudi
man.
has one good album. And that's it,
No, he
bro.
doesn't have one good
Listen, we
album.
don't
He
have to.
has multiple good albums.
We got to.
Multiple.
I would love to get
Damn near
into.
all of them are good except the one where he went full rock that I hate. Speed and Bolt to Heaven. I hate that one.
Nah, he has one
I
good
hate that
album.
album, Cudi. I like 2 songs on it.
He has one good album, bro.
I'm one of his biggest fans, but I do not like that album.
To a person.
But he has more than one good album. Stop that. He
one.
has Man the Moon, Man the Moon 2,
No,
Man
those
the Moon
are
3, Indica.
those are your personal favorite albums that you love. Those are not like critically. Get those
You
albums
said
out.
Man the Moon 2 was good a minute ago.
Yeah, just Man on the Moon too. That's
Yeah,
it.
but I mean, he has more than one good.
No,
You
he
just
doesn't.
said Man the Moon and Man the Moon 2.
He
2
doesn't have
albums
any
that are
more good
good.
albums.
What?
He doesn't have any more good albums after Man on the Moon 2.
Man on the Moon 3.
Wait, Man on the Moon. What the
Indica.
wait,
Intergalactic
the
soundtrack
first
is
Man on the
good.
Moon was one that he made with Kanye, right?
Kids See Ghosts. So he's got 3 good
That
albums for
wasn't a
you.
good album either. I don't like maybe 2 songs off that album.
You like that album.
I
Shut
don't.
up. No. Kids See. So you're saying on the podcast right now that Kids See Ghosts was bad.
Yes.
Why? Why?
In comparison to was the Man on the Moon 1? That was one. That was the one with Kanye, right? With Kanye production.
Well, this guy's like, is Kanye on here? No, Kanye was on both.
Was on Man on the Moon 1 and 2.
Yeah, he was on both.
What was Make Her Say on? That was the first one.
Yeah,
though, right?
that was the first
Oh,
one.
so I'm getting it wrong. You only had one good album. That was his first album. The rest
No,
of them,
he had a Man on the Moon
the
too.
rest of them was hot trash, dude.
He had a lot of good albums.
No, he didn't.
He had Indica.
No, he didn't. No one's talking about Indica.
They do.
When you think of Kid Cudi, you think of Man on the Moon 1. First thing. His other albums are wish wash. That's for the fan. That's for your Gov Ball fans out there. All the rest of the albums for the real hip hop fans who know what's up. Man on the Moon 1. That was
Man on the
only
Moon
good
1,
album.
Man on the Moon 2.
No.
The real hip hop fans
No.
know about Man on the
I
Moon
listen
2.
to maybe
Mr. Rager.
fucking
Come on.
Nope.
Ashton Kutcher.
We're not listening. No. Man on the Moon 1, dog.
Nah, people know.
No, people don't know. People don't know. Man on the Moon 1. That's it.
Man on the Moon 2.
1.
You're bugging.
You know, you're bugging, bro. If you really think
You're
those,
bugging to
dude.
say that Kid Cudi has one bad album.
You're
one good
bugging.
album.
He has one good album.
He doesn't. He
The
has
other
more
ones,
than one good
the other
album.
ones you
He
forget
got
about.
Indica. He got Just What I Am on that album. That's just fire.
Indica
King
Sativa.
Wizard.
Indica Sativa. We got the other one, Demon Time, whatever it was. Indigo. And then he starts going through all the colors. Then blue, black,
He's
red.
not doing that.
And then now
You're
he's
being
now
a
he's-
hater.
No, I think you're in denial.
I think you're a hater of Cudi.
No, man, I'm in 1. That was it.
Let me see. You know what? Besides that, what is your most anticipated game of July? I got 4 on the list, and I want to ask you, what do you think is the one people are most hyped for? So we got Mistfall Hunter, Splatoon Raiders, Halo Campaign Evolved, and Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
I'm sorry.
Which one?
Probably. That's a little bit wrong. I'm gonna go Black Flag.
Black Flag was the number 1 pick at 59% on the poll.
I'm not getting it, but
What do you think was the second most voted on the poll?
Tomb Raider.
I didn't say Tomb Raiders.
I think you said
I said Splatoon.
You said
Raiders.
Splatoon. Oh, these is Tomb Raider. Splatoon. Get that shit out of here.
Nah, that's a new Switch game.
Oh, you and your Switches, bro.
Finally, a solo game.
You love your Switch.
I like the Switch. I bought it.
Playing Splatoon and all that shit.
I would get Splatoon Raiders, yeah.
Probably. Well, that's probably Splatoon Raiders. I can imagine it's pretty big. I don't know how big Splatoon is nowadays, though. People still play Splatoon.
Yeah.
You know some people who still play Splatoon?
No. But if I went online in Splatoon, I
You
would
could find a match, right?
Yeah.
You can find a match. All right.
I
If you say
believe it.
so.
It's like who plays For Honor?
A lot of people.
Like people you know.
A lot of people.
Hey, but not people you know.
I know a lot of people.
It's like people in the mix play. Like people play Splatoon. You might not know them, but like they're like other friends. It's like, oh, my other friend plays Splatoon.
People who
somewhere.
own the Switch, right?
I play Splatoon,
Oh,
but not like recently. But like I like the game. I'm gonna get Raiders.
what was
when
the
it
other
comes
game?
out.
What was the other game on
Mistfall Hunter
there? I don't know.
and Halo Campaign Evolved.
Halo campaign is probably number 2.
Yeah, that's number 2. Number 3 was Splatoon. Number 4 was Mistfall. Never heard of it. But that's that. But yeah, you know what? I feel like before we close off tonight, I wanted to get into my top 10 albums of June. And did you have any albums? like
Of June,
yeah, June, like albums you really
probably.
liked, like a top 5, top 3, anything.
Didn't Action Bronson's album come out?
No, that was a
That was
May.
in June?
Oh, that was a May.
Oh,
Vince
sorry, the memory
Staples.
starts getting hazy. Vince Staples, I liked a lot. Um,
There might be some on my list. You might think.
Probably I'll put the YG. Even though I have very mixed feelings about the YG album, I'll put that up there, I guess. Um,
Yeah.
I should put your boy Ti up there.
Nah.
Yeah, let's put Ti up there just for shits and giggles. Let's put. You know what?
There was more than T.I. and
We'll
YG,
bring it we'll
bro.
bring it back
There's better
to.
albums than them.
Well, what do you have? I think that's like really my only thing. I've been listening to other genres of music still. You know what I mean?
But like music that released in June, like what was your favorite albums?
That's kind of it.
Damn.
I know.
Even like other genres, nothing? It's kind of
That's because in other genres, well, the other music I've been playing hasn't come out in June though.
oh, okay.
That's you know what I
What about
mean?
July? Anybody coming out with anything?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
Maybe you know what we'll find
That's
out
a
when we do that list.
that's a real loaded
But
question.
okay, I got
There
the
is a lot
top.
of shit. Oh, I'll put even though now looking back on it, the album is a little disappointing to me, but I still kind of love it. It's disappointing to me because of how like it's a very main. I noticed it was like very mainstreamish, which I don't mind mainstreamish in terms of this genre, but I still do like it. I feel bad that I do. Does that mean I have a wash music taste if you just like something that's extremely
Well,
mainstream?
what is it? Say it.
It's the Skrillex album, though.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Olivia Rodrigo for a
What the
second.
fuck? No. What it is saying. No, that'll be that album, I think. I love it, but I hate it at the same time. I'll put that one up there too.
Okay.
That was one of my favorites.
All right. So I got the top 10, and I'm going to list them and then I'll dissect it because I feel like it's better for the clip. So, number 10, we have. Ah, shit. Okay. Start it again. Gotta find it. Excuse me. Number 10, I have Thank You Good Night by AG Club. And number 9, Blast with Labor of Love. At number 8, T.I., Kill the King. At number 7, YG, The Gentleman's Club. At number 6, Bully Deluxe, Yay. At number 5, Tierra Wax, Wax Museum. At number 4, Wiki, Ancient History. At number 3, Maxo Cream, OYN. At number 2, Navy Blue, Surrender. And at number
I forgot
1,
about Maxo Cream though.
Vince Staples, Crybaby.
I put Maxo Cream on mine, so I just wasn't thinking about him. It's my
Yeah?
fault. Yeah,
Maxo Cream? That Maxo album was fire.
I liked it. I
It
liked
was
it.
really good.
I don't think there's anything like brand new from Maxo Cream. It's kind of like the
No,
same.
I think he had some
Oh,
moments.
same
He had
shit.
OYN on there, on the OYN album.
Hawaiian. Oh,
Let me see, but to recap the list pretty much. So with Blast, I feel like Blast has been releasing music for a minute, and then I heard his new album, and he's got a lot of bangers on it, but it's just one like I didn't hear as much, so I feel like I had to put it on there, but it
mm-hmm,
was a little lower on.
mm-hmm.
T.I.'s album and YG's album, I've been debating this for like 2 weeks now. Like, what should I put at number over this one? And originally they were higher, but then I don't know. T.I.'s album, he had his like daughter on the hook on the intro. Like, we gotta take points off of that. And then he had a couple of other tracks with some weird samples I don't like. YG's album, it was good, but I feel like certain moments in it, we gotta take away from him.
I think his albums. This is lackluster in my opinion.
Oh, like he has like some of the songs I've been playing like Oh My God, and what was the other one? There was a few on the Gang Business, Hollywood. On the low, with Tyler the Creator, I could live without. Let me see. Simon Says, Hitman, and
Mm-hmm.
Ready to Die, Hitman Response. That was cool. Insecure with Jid and Absol. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good album. It's a
Mm-hmm.
really good album. But just certain, like, maybe Dinner Dates and Heartbreaks. Tiffany, I appreciate it, but it's a long fucking song. Midlife Crisis with Buddy. I didn't really remember it. I heard this album a lot, and I look at, when you look at a song, it's like, oh, I know what it sounds like. This song, I'm looking at it, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Insecure. But yeah. Let me see. Yeah, but too, I put Ye as Bully on my list because I like what he did with the updates. And honestly, if he would have updated the album sooner, it would have been higher on my mid-year list.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then too, like Navy Blue with Surrender. That is such a
Oh,
good album.
you
Like,
love that navy blue, man.
yeah,
That's
no,
all I
like I
hear
put
is
it on my
navy
honorable
blue.
mentions, like at the mid-year list, but Navy, he killed it. Really did. Like, you gotta listen to that album. It's so good.
I give it a listen.
Like, listen to this shit.
Gave me meaning to exist. I am flesh, but a spirit. I appear to be remiss. To the next man who carry all his fears to the cliff, let it fly. Set aside on the living
This,
dead. Living through a genocide as real as it get. Can't deal cause the pain takes tears in the wind. Faces in the mind. Gracious to find youth. My kind don't decline. My wits give a hindsight.
I mean, like, he's really introspective on this shit. You gotta catch the rhyme. You gotta feel the right
that's his best song
breeze.
off that shit right there.
Yeah. You hating on Navy Blue?
Y'all be hyping up this navy blue.
It's good. You really gotta be there.
Navy blue.
Man, you're
Alright.
hating.
Alright. I'm not hating.
You're hating.
I'm not hating. I think he's a wonderful rapper.
Yeah, bullshit.
It's just that
It's just that I like
that's like
everybody else.
like music I spoke weed to, you know what I mean?
I don't think you have to.
I mean for me.
No, I feel like you just need to like be introspective on it.
I got you.
You can live your life and do it.
Okay. Oh.
I feel like Navy Blue's a little above your
Oh, he's above my
is above your ledger.
oh shit. Damn, bro. Shout out to Navy Blue.
He's dope.
He should get like a partner, like Formula Red.
For what?
This is his rap. He should start a rap group. And just have all the different colors and shit. You got bright orange, navy blue, Formula One red,
No.
fucking royal purple. Ooh,
Navy Blue is dope. Yo, I feel
royal
like you
purple
hating
looked like
on
he
him
would be
too
like
much.
Ghostface.
Why you waiting on Navy Blue?
Because I remember I saw a poll on YouTube. This all started with the hate on navy blue, and I was just baffled. And they were saying who's better, navy blue or MF Doom, and people just blew navy blue all the way up. And fucking the comments were saying how much fucking better he was than MF Doom. But it was in terms of being underground artists. And that shit just ticked me off. And I think I just been in this whole tirade of just not liking Navy Blue.
Wow.
I'm
Feel
sorry.
like feel like that's fucked you up.
It did fuck me up.
Come on,
you
man.
got all
Navy
these
Blue wasn't bad.
you-
MF Doom's dope too.
Yeah, but you had all these young people just disrespecting the shit out of MF Doom. I just couldn't do it, dog.
That's
I couldn't do it, bro.
But I feel like that's no reason to hate Navy Blue. He's
I know
got a lot of good music.
I know it's not a good reason, but unfortunately, it's my reason.
Oh, come on.
There's no
That's
more
a
choice.
shitty excuse.
Yo, come on, bro. It's just,
like maybe like you saw him at a concert. You
I
were
was
waiting to get an autograph
traumatized,
and you
bro.
didn't do it.
I
Like,
was
get that.
traumatized, bro.
You're traumatized by a poll you didn't even vote on.
I did vote on the poll. I voted MF Doom. And then I saw the results.
What was the percentage of the poll?
Oh man, that was I think it was man, I'm trying to remember that. I think probably it was because there was two other rappers on there. I forgot, and they got a little bit of percentage. I think like MF Doom got maybe he was around like the 30 something like mark, and then they had
Wow.
Navy, they had Navy Blue around like I think maybe like the 60,
70.
50, like the 50, 60% mark. You had two other rappers. I forgot the other two rappers on there, and they had a little
Oh,
percentage.
okay.
So I'm just like, once I saw that, bro, I was just like, this
No,
world's
Navy Blue
cooked.
is dope.
This world is cooked.
No, it's not.
I'm not saying
Navy
you're wrong.
Blue is dope. Yo, let
Navy
us know
Blue
what you
is
think
dope.
about that.
I'm just fucking pulling a leg. He's not my favorite person out there.
He's dope. I like Navy Blue. But
Should
yeah,
be.
I think that's gonna be it for tonight, man.
Yeah,
It's been a
man.
real one.
Shout out to Navy
a
Blue.
lot of things have been aired out, but
Yeah,
we're off.
yeah.
And we'll catch you next week. Yeah, 4th of July already happened, so
Oh yeah,
not a happy 4th.
happy for July, 4th of July.
Well, it's already
Everybody.
happened, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I can still say it. Hopefully,
All right, happy 4th of
God
July.
bless America. And you know what I mean?
250 years.
250 years. I don't know if still running strong is the proper word. We seem to be having the handicap sign over America right now in
Yeah.
the blue parking spot in front of Target right now. But America's still here though.
Yeah.
We're still
All right,
here.
man. Well, we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, man.
Peace.
Peace.